Hi, this is Kiran. In this sixth module of electricity and magnetism, we are going to discuss relationship between electric field and electric potential. We are very perfect in that two topics in the earlier modules. Please remember. Now, we are going to use just the definitions now. And we are going to find a relationship between that both the terms electric field and electric potential, both the quantities electric field and electric potential. Consider a charged particle capital Q. Yes, there is a charged particle. For that, let us consider a random point P. You can take anywhere the random point. You can take anywhere the random point. But the thing is, from the charged particle to the point, consider the distance as r. Of course, there is a radial vector which is represented in the form of a dotted line. Please remember the distance between them is r. Now, at P, we learned this already. That is, electric field at a distance r of a charge q is E is equals to kq by r square. E is equals to kq by r square. Of course, proved in earlier modules. Similarly, electric potential V is equals to kq by r. That also proved in the earlier modules. Of course, we are using them as formulae now. Now here, electric field E is equals to kq by r square we know. Electric potential V is equals to kq by r we know. Now, by using both the definitions, you can conclude simply with a simple calculation. You can conclude yes, that is E is equals to V by R. E is equals to V by R. But please try to understand the relationship properly. It is not that easy as we are seeing E is equals to V by R. It is not that easy. Now here V, it is not simply voltage. Of course, it is not simply potential. It is the change in the potential. Change in the potential of what? Of the location, of boundaries of the location on both the sides. We are taking some location. At that location, we are going to find the electric field. For that location, whatever be the size, whatever be the micro size of that location, there will be boundaries on both the sides. So in between that boundaries, there will be change in potential, there will be change in R, there will be change in displacement. Now here E is equals to delta V by delta R. I mean, in the differentiation, the known quantities of differentiation can be treated as delta V and delta R. Of course, they are very small. Then, where from this minus sign, let us observe now. See the diagram carefully. See the diagram carefully. At the location P, there is electric field. At the location P, there is electric field. At that location, with that small electric field which we are considering, there will be two boundaries. I mean V1 and V2. See, on one side V1 is there, on the other side V2 is there. Anyway, already we know nearer to the charged particle potential is large. Farther to the charged particle potential is small. So obviously V1 is large, V2 is small. Here with this one can understand that the electric field is in the direction of decrease in the potential. Please remember, it is a note. Why we are taking the electric field in that particular direction? Of course, this is a positive charge. From the positive charge, the electric field is always away from the positive charge. Here, one should remember that as a note, electric field is always in the direction of decrease in the potential. Electric field is always in the direction of decrease in potential gives us the minus sign. Please remember that minus sign happened like that. So now E is equals to minus delta V by delta R. Delta V is change in potential, delta R is change in R, where minus sign indicates the electric field is in the direction of decrease in potential. Now, electric field is rate of change of potential with respect to the displacement, but in the direction of decrease. Let us have some refined form of that formula. Now here again, E bar. Electric field is a vector quantity, we know already. E bar is equals to minus dou V by dou R. Of course, it is a partial differentiation with respect to R in a particular direction. Please remember, V is a scalar quantity, but R is a vector quantity. So, E bar is equals to minus dou V by dou R. Minus dou V by dou R. So, please remember, at any location, the electric field is the rate of change of potential with respect to R, but with minus sign. This minus sign is indicating the electric field is in the direction of decrease in the potential. Now, if we consider the electric field in the x-axis direction, electric field is equals to minus dou V by dou X in the direction of x-axis. Electric field in the direction of y-axis, Ey is equals to minus dou V by dou Y. In the direction of z-axis also, the electric field is minus dou V by dou Z. Please remember, it is a partial differentiation. You will be getting details while doing the problems. Let us observe the diagram. Yes, there is potential which is decreasing in a particular direction. The electric field is in the direction of decrease in the potential. Now, let us observe a small problem. Of course, example it is. On the vertices of a regular square of side A meters, there are 4 charges plus Q, plus 2Q, plus Q, minus Q. Coulombs are placed. Then, at its center, what is the electric potential? That it is voltage. I mean, there is a square. On the vertices, 4 charges kept. Then, what is the potential at the center? Let us observe now. There is a square given, isn't it? What is the side of the square here? A. Yes. On the vertices, there are 4 charges. Number 1 is plus Q. Number 2 is plus 2Q. Of course, in the clipping also you can observe that is a little bit larger. Then the charge is plus Q. then the charge is minus q. Then at the center, what is the potential, or else what is the voltage? That is the example. Let us observe now. Yes, at the center, we are going to find the potential. I mean, electric potential. Let us join the vertices like that. What is the diagonal of a square? Of course, that diagonal is forming two right angled triangles. In that one right angled triangle, the height is A, the base is A, then the hypotenuse is yes. How much is that? Root 2A. See, in this BCD right angle triangle, BCD right angle triangle, base is A, height is A. Then the hypotenuse is root of A square plus A square. That is root of 2A square. A square, bring that from root out. You will be getting root 2A. Root 2A. Now here the purpose is to find the length of the diagonal. Simple. What is our purpose here? To find the length of the diagonal. Root 2A. Now from A to the center. The center is here denoted as P, the point P. From A to the center. What is the distance? Simple. The diagonal is root 2A. This AP is half the diagonal. AP is half the diagonal. Root 2A by 2, that is A by root 2. A by root 2. Now, yes. From A to the center, the distance is A by root 2. From B to the center, distance is A by root 2 again. From C to the center, A by root 2 again. From D to the center, distance is A by root 2. Now, already we know what is electric potential at a distance r. That is V is equals to kq by r. Kq by r. By using this formula, it's very simple. At the center, the potential is it is a scalar summation because potential is a scalar quantity. Potential is a scalar quantity. Now here at the center, at the point P, of course at the center, the potential is V is equals to VA plus VB plus VC plus VD. Of course, because of all that charges at P, there is potential. Now, we are going to find the net potential following only scalar summation. So now, by using that electric potential V is equals to KQ by R formula, V is equals to K Q by A by root 2. See here, R is A by root 2. Charge capital Q is Q. Of course, that is plus Q. Now, potential of B. At B, what is charge? 2Q. At B, what is charge? 2Q. That is K 2Q by A by root 2. Similarly, at C, what is charge? Q. KQ by A by root 2. At D, what is charge? Minus Q. Then the potential is K minus Q by A by root 2. That minus as it is you are supposed to take because it is a simple scalar summation. Here the result is A by root 2 is the LCM, of course. You can bring that as common. You will be getting root 2 by A. in the numerator. Root 2 by A common. In all the terms there is kq common. So the potential V is equals to root 2 by A kq into 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus minus 1. The result is V is equals to 3 root 2 kq by A. 3 root 2 kq by A. What is the unit for potential? Volts. Of course, we do call it as voltage. We do call it as voltage. But here, please remember that while finding the voltage or while finding the potential, the summation is individual. But while finding the potential energy, in the previous module explained it is, while finding the potential energy, one should follow pairwise summation. Of course, that also scalar. But there we apply pairwise summation with respect to all possible pairs. Here it is not pairwise. For every charge, it is enough to take potentials. And you can sum up all that potentials, you'll get the net potential. Hope you understood well. All the best for your preparation.